Now, imagine if there was a strategy that can work on every time frame, from you being able to move from one time frame to another without needing to change any setting. Now, exactly what I just said here is what I'm going to show you guys. Yeah, this is something that can give you entries and exits no matter the time frame. So now we're going to be starting from the basics to the final part of this strategy that makes the magic. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Now for this, we're going to be going directly into the very basic fundamental part of the market. There are three things that we should know in the market. Either the market is moving in an uptrend, the market is moving in a downtrend, and the market is moving in a consolidation. Now in all of these things, there is support and resistance present. The market works on key level. Now in case you don't know what support and resistance is, I'll go ahead and explain every of those things. Now resistance is just like an invisible line that when price gets to it, it finds it hard to break that point and go up further. Now support is that point where the market is going down, but when it gets to that specific point, it can't continue to go up further. So this is an example of a support. As you can see in this point in the market went down, but immediately as it hit it, it goes up. Immediately as it hits it, it goes up. Immediately as it hits it, it goes up. Now if you know one thing, this is how downtrend actually occur in the market, and this is how an uptrend occur in the market. Now if you notice one thing from the images I just showed you, you could notice like a support and resistance going on there if you look clearly. So the market majorly runs on support and resistance in the market. So once you've already understand support and resistance, you've understood the market entirely. Now if you could notice something, you'll find out that price is coming to retest the point it's once left. Now you could see the same thing. Price went up again, and what did it do? It came to retest this point that it once left before. This is how price moves. This is how price gets in an uptrend. Now this point is a downtrend in the market. Let me go ahead and mark everything up. Now let's understand this chart. Now as you can see right here, there's a support right here in the market. There's a support right here in the market. So the market reacted this for the first time, second time, and the third time it had a hard time breaking it. As you can see right here, it had a hard time breaking it, although it came back to retest that point in the market. As you could see, remember, the market goes to retest points that it once was. Now we could see the same thing happen here again. Now the market came down, broke this little part that it once was before, and still did the same thing to retest the point where it was. Now as you can see, market gain enough momentum to break through this point, but you could still see the same thing, the market going to retest the point where it was. So right now, let me go ahead and show you guys how you can get support and resistance in the market. Now whenever you want to draw support and resistance, you have to have your time frame in mind. Now let's say right here I'm using the 1 hour time frame. What I'm going to do right here is I'm going to go to the higher time frame to mark up points where the market is continuously meeting. So I'm going to go to the higher time frame, which is the 4 hour time frame. In order for me to get like a good view of the market, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go ahead and put my phone in horizontal mode so I can actually get those points clearly and mark them out. So what I'm going to do right here is that I'm going to grab in some tools. Let's see this tool right here and mark it up. Now looking at the market, I noticed that there's a support resistance thing going on right here. So if you could see from this point in the market, we could see right here there's a change in trend, there's a change in trend, there's a change in trend, still the same thing right here in the market. So we've marked out that point in the market. What we're going to do is that we're going to still find most of those points in the market. So let's look at, there's something going on around this area, this particular area. So now all these things might look small in the 4 hour time frame, but when we go to the lower time frame, notice that we're actually catching major points in the market. So let's see, there's reversals happening here, and we're going to still do that same thing over and over again. Reversals happening at this point in the market. Now if you notice, there's something happening here, there's something happening here, something happening here. That's why I came to retest this point in the market. Something happening here, something happening here, something happening here, and you could see this point right here is came to retest that point in the market. So obviously we need to mark those points. Now we can go back to our lower time frame. Now as you can see on the 1 hour time frame, it has made everything so clear to us. Like if you look back from here, we are seeing everything that is happening in the market. You can see why the market is actually reacting to this point. Now with this, we've generally marked in a support and resistance zone, and when price react to these zones, it will not be a surprise to us. Now if you come to this point in the market, we notice that okay, the market is unable to pass this zone. Market have been trying to pass this zone, so this will actually be a caution area for us. Now, to make all these things easy, we can go ahead and add in our moving averages, which will tell us when the market is directly in an uptrend and know when everything is switching up. So what we can do right here is that we can go ahead and add in our moving averages. So the first moving average we're going to use right here is the 9 moving average, and it's going to be simple: apply to close, shift 0, pixel 2, and everything. And we're also going to add in the 25 moving average. Now, together with this support and resistance zone, we can know when the market is actually going to change a trend, and we can go ahead and enter in for the next position in the market. Now, let me just explain the moving averages. Whenever you see price below the moving average, it's trying to signify a downtrend. Whenever you see price above the moving average, it's trying to signify an uptrend. So how we're going to be using the moving average and the support and resistance in the market is to see where price reacts to and change a trend. Now, we can see right here, price is above the moving average. We saw how price was reacting to the support and resistance, although this will give us a notification when there is a retracement in the market. But as far as we don't see price going below the blue moving average, we are still in that uptrend formation. Price reacted to the first resistance, there was no change in trend. Price hit the second resistance, there was a retracement, but the moving average is telling us a buy. So we're going to be watching out for those things as we go ahead in the market. Now, as you can see right here, price came to this final resistance but couldn't break it. Now, what do we notice in price? Price went below the moving averages, which we can take in a sell. And we're still going to be noticing how price moves within these key levels in the market. So when we're noticing price going above these moving averages, that's when we can know there's a change in trend. We can go ahead and use the moving average and support and resistance to tell where the market is going. Now, if you guys were able to gain value from this video, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button. Now, if you want to learn an in-depth form of the market, I've laid most of my secrets in malvinmgt.com. Now, if you're a trader and you're looking for that extra knowledge, I've dropped in all of the shortcuts that I've used to become a profitable trader right on there. It's all in there. And if you don't know anything about the market, you can still go to the website. The beginner section is free. So yeah, go ahead and go to malvinmgt.com and get into it. Now, if you're not a part of the family, make sure you go ahead and hit the red subscribe button, and make sure you turn on that notification so you can be the first person to know when I drop a video. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.